the spirit of the North Coast. This is Redwood News at 5.
Good evening and thank you for choosing Redwood News. I'm John Kennedy O'Connor. We begin tonight with the Eureka Police Department investigating gunfire that struck a residence. Last night, just before 9 p.m, several reports came in of shots fired on the 300 block of Collison Street across from St. Bernard's Academy, followed by a vehicle speeding away. Officers found shell casings on the ground and saw that the unoccupied house had been hit. Anyone with information is asked to call Officer Tanner Duke at the number listed on your screen now. A man has been arrested in connection to a stolen vehicle. Just after 1 a.m. this morning, a Humboldt County Sheriff's deputy observed a vehicle that had been reported as stolen from Eureka. He conducted a traffic stop on the 200 block of Fernbridge Drive. The driver, 40-year-old Melvin Dwayne Matthews, was taken into custody without incident and booked into jail on stolen vehicle and probation violation charges. A female passenger was detained and released on the scene. 2 suspects are arrested in connection with Friday night's robbery in Garberville. 32-year-old Corey Brim of Los Angeles is alleged to have physically assaulted a male resident and stole more than $9,000 while holding the victim at gunpoint. He is suspected of returning to the property with 21-year-old Dalen Hamilton of Linwood allegedly assisted Brim in stealing a safe prior to fleeing. The 2 suspects were arrested by California Highway Patrol in Lake County after a car chase led to a traffic collision. Both men have been booked into the Lake County Jail on multiple charges. Now let's check in with our meteorologist Chase Ward for a first look at our weather.
Good evening, I'm meteorologist Chase Ward. While we did wake up dry here in Eureka, we were tracking a few light showers further up to the north around Crescent City. They did pick up on a trace of rainfall this morning, but this afternoon we did pick up on plenty of sunshine along the coast from Eureka up to McKinleyville and up towards Crescent City as well. But heavy cloud cover started to build later on this evening in parts of Trinity County, and we're already seeing some light shower activity that is beginning to fire up in parts of Humboldt County just to the southeast of Eureka. While the chance of shower activity will be possible as we move overnight tonight, we could still see some more rain for tomorrow, and that'll last to at least Wednesday. But by Thursday, we're expecting a bit of a drier pattern to start developing across the region. But as it dries out, temperatures are going to be warming back up, especially for our inland areas. More details on that coming up.
Thanks so much, Chase. The Eel River Valley area is facing issues with a lack of electricity capacity. PG&E saying that the rural area faces issues with both distribution and transmission. The utility proposed a solution that would take 10 years and $900 million to fix. Our Rachel Marty has more on the story.
Officials in cities such as Fortuna and Rio Dell have grown concerned with the issue, especially for the future of their economic developments. Projects that have already been approved are now threatened due to a lack of sufficient electricity.
We requested a meeting with PG&E early this summer to find out what the actual power limitations are. We were able to have a meeting with them last week on September 18th, and what they conveyed to us was very concerning. This area is limited by the number of substations and also the transmission lines coming in. And so their ability to hook up new services, particularly for commercial developments, is extremely limited.
The proposed solution of 10 years and $900 million further impedes the city's development, and local officials are striving for something more cost-effective and timely.
A timeline of 10 years is a lot longer than the city finds acceptable. If most businesses that want to relocate to a location won't buy property, invest in infrastructure, and simply wait for 10 years, the interested developers may simply just walk away.
Neighboring city Rio Dell shares some of the same concerns.
We are in a real spot. Rio Dell is a bedroom community, so it isn't as if we have a lot of businesses and a lot of revenue. Our economic development plan to bring businesses in, to bring them into the Humboldt-Rio Dell Business Park, it's critical. You can't reach out to businesses and try to woo them to your town if you can't guarantee them power. That's an absolute essential. If we don't get the power there and we have to wait 10 years, it will definitely hinder our ability to grow our revenue.
Right now, local officials are focusing on bringing attention to the urgent issue and trying to reach a more feasible solution with the utility company. Reporting in Humboldt County, Rachel Marty, Redwood News.
And we have a live interview with Jim Dees coming right up. Welcome back. I'm joined in the studio now by James Dees, a forestry technician with the Mad River Ranger District Forest Service. Jim is here to tell us all about this coming Saturday's Ruth Lake cleanup effort. Jim, welcome to Redwood News. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, tell us about the Get the Trash Out of the Splash. Who's it for? What's the goal?
Well, this is part of National Public Lands Day, which is a national event where thousands of volunteers all over the country are going to be giving back to their public lands, showing their appreciation and trying to keep them nice for future generations.
And this is at of course, the Ruth Lake area.
This is Ruth Lake is part of the Mad River Ranger District where I work, and this is our local event that we organize to help observe National Public Lands Day.
So when's it happening?
It happens this Saturday at from 9 to 2. So we'll gather at the Ruth Lake Marina at 9. If you're a little bit late, don't worry, because whenever you get to the marina, then we're going to point you in the direction of one of our zones where we'll have zone captains ready with trash bags and gloves, and we'll tell you where you can go to plug in and be part of the effort.
Now, do people need to sign up, or can they just show up?
Nope, just show up and be ready to help.
Now, I saw on the flyer that volunteers with their own boats are welcome, but there is an issue with the boats. Yeah, well, it's great if people can bring boats, because there are some parts of the shore that are difficult to access by land, so the boats will be handy. But we are on the lookout for zebra and quagga mussels. We're trying to keep those out of the lake. We don't have them yet, and we don't want them. So what they'll ask is, when you get to the marina, is let somebody there, one of the employees at the marina, know, and they'll arrange to have your boat inspected to make sure that you're not bringing unwelcome guests. Yeah, well, that wouldn't be good, absolutely. Now, are there any food and beverages provided for the volunteers? Yeah, the local school stepped up and offered to partner with us, and they're going to provide hot dogs and chips afterwards. And so after we go out and do some cleanup, then we're going to meet back at the marina and have some refreshments and maybe get a group picture with all the trash that we cleared up. Okay, that will be great. Now, Jim, tell us more about your overall concerns regarding the damage to the lake and the environment caused by trash. What more could people be doing? Well, first of all, 80% of the people are already very respectful. I have to remind myself that every time I'm out there trying to clean up a mess after somebody. It's not 80% of the people that are doing this. They say it's always 20% of the people who cause 80% of the problems. Mm-hmm. But it is important to keep that lake clean, because it's not just a recreation resource, it's also a drinking water reservoir for communities here on the coast. So to some extent, when we take care of the lake, we're taking care of everyone who lives downstream. And just like it's 20% of the people who cause 80% of the problems, it's 20% of the people who do 80% of the volunteer work. So we're hoping some of those 20%ers will show up and help us out this weekend. Oh, I'm sure they will. I hope it's going to be a great turnout. So just remind us, time and place? It's going to be 9 to 2 this Saturday. Meet up at Ruth Lake Marina. Great. Well, I hope you get a really good turnout, Jim. And thank you so much for coming into Redwood News. Really appreciate it. And let's just see now if it's going to be a warm or dry weekend for the collection of, for the trash cleanup at Ruth Lake. I hope it will be. We'll have weather after this break. Before we go tonight, as I'm sure you know, Queen Elizabeth II was laid to rest today. Thousands of people lined the streets to say a final goodbye to their late monarch. Details for the royal funeral have been in the planning stages for years, and inside Westminster Abbey, members of the royal family and hundreds of royal dignitaries paid their respects. We join Isabel Rosales, who was in Windsor, with the details of today's funeral.
A somber day for the United Kingdom as the world says goodbye to a queen whose reign spanned more than 7 decades, the longest reigning monarch in British history.
The grief of this day, felt not only by the late Queen's family, but all round the nation, the Commonwealth and the world, arises from her abundant life and loving service, now gone from us.
Westminster Abbey's tenor bell chiming once a minute for 96 minutes, marking each year of Queen Elizabeth II's life. Roughly 2,000 people attended, including world leaders like President Joe Biden, First Lady Jill Biden, and members of the royal family. Following the service, thousands of people lined the streets of London as the Queen's coffin passed Buckingham Palace for the final time.
We adore her, and that's why we are here, because we are part of the Commonwealth.
The crowds cheering as her coffin left London. The Queen laid to rest in Windsor Castle, near her husband of 73 years, Prince Philip. In London, Isabel Rosales, Redwood News.
And as Isabel mentioned there, President Biden was among the 500 world leaders at the funeral, which included almost every reigning monarch, together with Prime Minister Trudeau of Canada and other prime ministers and leaders from the 9 North American states where Queen Elizabeth was the head of state. Queen Margrethe of Denmark, who recently celebrated 50 years on the Danish throne, was in attendance. Queen Margrethe is now the only ruling queen in the world. And that's all from Redwood News Live at 5. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll be back live at 6. We'll see you then.